way to deliver the gun cabinet. And it's a cold, wintry day. It's not snowing though.
It did.
It did, but it didn't lay, so that was a plus. It's $2.99 today.
Now we gotta pick it up. Me up there? Let's go.
I don't want to move. Are you filming?
Yeah. I can edit out stuff. I do it all the time. People say things I don't like, which it happens a lot.
Whenever you're ready to sit. Sit down.
Holy moly.
So I just need to get a hand. Get on one side, y'all. Give me a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, get on one side. We're waiting. Yeah, just take a break.
Oh gosh, this is scary.
Last set, right there. Level for you. Let me keep it level. Justin. Yeah.
I think I have some.
That's cool.
That's pretty over there. Okay. Oh no.
That's the Cumberland Mountain.
There's Hey chickens! Here's your leghorn.
Oh yeah.
Catter.
No.
Oh. Hey chickies! Oh, look at that. Pretty frizzle.
Isn't he pretty?
Yeah, he is pretty.
He's a big one.
Hey chickies!
But the little girl, Dolly,
Yeah.
she's so pretty.
Yeah, she is very pretty. Hey chickies! Chicky chicks!
Well, I've never seen her out there.
Pretty. Alright y'all, we made it back from my mom and dad's. I've got to go in here and check my greenhouse. It is so chilly out today. I think the guys are getting some firewood to put up here at the house. What are you doing? Filling my stove up? Yeah, we gotta check my stove. I don't think it's been off today because it's been cold. Sun's trying to peek through, but it's not really made it yet. Woodmen. You guys, I got a couple projects coming up this week. Maybe one today and then another one really soon. In here, y'all, I got an incubator. So I've got it set up this week. I'm gonna get some eggs. We're gonna put those in. And I think I'm going to get me a dozen silky eggs and we're going to do them first. So I know those are not like really good laying birds, but I'm going to also get some other eggs that are going to be more for layers, and these are going to be more for like sitters, for like when I want to hatch out chicks and things like that. So they're always really good thing to have. If you don't want to have to incubate like I'm doing now, if you have silkies, cochins, they always want to sit. So you can always have baby chicks year round if you need them. So that's the plan. And you guys, I'm getting after some more of these tomatoes. I decided I'm going to do some dehydrating, and I want to powder some more tomato powder because I need some really bad. We've about used it all. So I'm going to attempt to do it from frozen tomatoes. I'm going to use some of my cherries. Y'all have a lot of cherry tomatoes. I had so many. They're really good for dehydrating. I usually, in the summertime, just cut them in half and lay them on my dehydrator, and they do really well. But I'm going to start with this, and we'll go from there. Wood getters.
Wood getter.
Bye! Alright, I got a little bit of a plan for my dehydrator because last time I tried to dehydrate tomatoes that had been frozen, when they started thawing, all the juices started coming out. Well, I did it overnight, and I woke up the next morning and went to the kitchen, and there was tomato juice everywhere. It had come out the bottom of the dehydrator. Yeah, I stepped in it with my sock. It was great. So I've got a plan. And I think I might be able to use this. Actually, I don't know if that's long enough. Let's get a bigger one. All right, so I'm gonna set the dehydrator on top of this so when it drains, it goes down into the sink. Clever idea or what? Well, telling you were thinking about doing is, Now I have just thawed these just enough to cut them really easily. Not enough to where they're mushy and hard to cut, but enough to where they're still just a little frozen. And they cut really easy. I really like planting cherry tomatoes. For one, they're really good to roast in the oven, and for dehydrating, they're just so easy. Just cutting them in half and putting them on the dehydrator tray. Really easy way to do it. So now I've gotten to the larger tomatoes and I'm cutting into them. They're still kind of frozen. All right, the process begins. Let's see how it turns out. Good morning. All right, guys. It is time to check these tomatoes that I've dehydrated all night long. Now remember, they were frozen from my freezer and I've put them over my sink. I want to see how they've turned out. Hopefully wonderful, and I can continue to dehydrate the rest of them in my freezer maybe this week. Okay, so they've drained through the sink last night. I did check before I went to bed and they were continuing to drain through this little port right here. Ooh. Okay, they look like they've dried out pretty good. So I think the tomatoes are done dehydrating and it is time to put them through the blender. We're gonna powder them up really fine and then put them in some mason jars. Very strong, potent taste at this point. It doesn't take a whole lot to use in recipes or thicken up sauces or give it that extra flavor. Alright, so I got a good amount in there and I'm gonna go ahead and grind them up. Another jar of tomato powder, which I'm telling y'all, it's so valuable. That stuff you can use for all kinds of stuff. Mostly I use it for thickening up my sauces, but it could be used to rehydrate into like soup or, you know, making other types of things. If you needed to make like a pasta sauce real quick for like spaghetti, you could rehydrate it and put some other things in it to, you know, create any type of sauces. So for just leftover tomatoes over the summer, very valuable stuff, super easy to do in my dehydrator. So it's a really easy kind of project you can do with tomatoes. So I recommend giving it a try and see if you like it. So next is eggs. I'm gonna work on dehydrating them, see how that goes. I've watched a couple little videos and read some information on that, so I'm gonna give it a try. You guys, I have eggs everywhere. I have them in my sink, washed, and I have them sitting over here, I have them in the basement, chicken coop. So we're gonna give it a try. That is my next project. I'm gonna let you guys know how it turns out. All right, you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you all on the next video.